everyone, welcome back to my channel. Carol here at Oak House Journals, and I think if you saw my last video I mentioned that I was going to have a go at making some more of these little tag books, but I wanted to have a go at doing grungy. Well, here they are. I've done 4. I did 4. I've completed 4, but I have another one here off to one side that I'm in the middle of playing with. I managed to find some really nice wallpaper and I wanted to use it because I thought it'd be amazing for these little tag books, but it's a bit of a challenge. It's got a very textured finish to it, if you can just see that, and it's almost a little bit plasticky. So when I backed my pieces of wallpaper together, they've come out quite thick and very, very flexible. I still think these will work pretty well for a tag book, but they are a bit of a challenge. And as you can see, I've started covering over the top with some Ranger collage tissue paper, just to give it a bit more interest. But one thing I found with doing this is that the glue takes absolutely ages to dry. I'm using Ranger Multi-Matte Medium, and normally that dries pretty quickly. Here in the UK it probably dries a lot quicker if the climate's hotter still. Normally it's dry within probably, I don't know, 10 minutes, 15 minutes or so max. But on this wallpaper it's taking forever. It is drying and it is holding, but it is taking forever. So this one's proving a little bit more of a challenge, but I'm not going to let it beat me. So I've still got this one to finish, and I will put this one up in the Etsy shop when it is finished, in a few days, I suspect. But these are the ones that I finished. Now, I know before I start that you're going to be asking me about this paper range, because when I saw it, I fell in love with it. And these tag books have taken 2 complete packs of the paper, and this sheet is the last sheet that I have left. Literally it's taken 2 packs, and that's the reverse of it. Now, for those of you that are going to ask me, it's called Beauty Restless, and it's by Craft O'Clock, and those are all the details. So I will put the information down in the description box down below. It is absolutely stunning paper. Go and take a look, everybody, because it's to die for. And it's the usual designer cardstock thickness, and it's double-sided. So really, really nice. So these are my 4 tag books. One I've decided to keep for myself, and this little one here I'm keeping for myself. I very rarely keep any of the journals that I make, and I promised myself when I was making this that I love the paper line so much that I would keep one for myself. One of the remaining 3 has been reserved but hasn't been chosen yet, so whichever one is chosen, that won't be for sale, but the remaining 2 will go in my Etsy shop probably late on tomorrow or Saturday, depending on how soon my one to be sold will be chosen. So let me take you through the tag books and I'll show you what's what. Size wise, the books are 8 centimeters by 15 centimeters, or in inches that's 3 1/4 by 6. That just happened to be a random size I chose for my tags, because you can make these any size. I have altered the binding from the binding that I used on the chapter 1 pretty feminine tag book that I made previously. There I was using the binding that I saw at a workshop years ago and was reminded of by Sue's Shabby Soul, which was 3-2 binding. And I bound that journal, if you remember, or that tag book, with lace. This time I wasn't quite happy with how the binding looked inside, so I have altered it. On this one I have put some binding around the outside, and each page has been bound with 3 tapes, and I'll show you. This one I haven't put any tape binding on the outside, I've just bound it inside. But if this one goes in my Etsy, whoever decides they want it, if they would prefer to have external binding on it as well, or some external tape, I'm happy to do that, so that it looks like that. So anyway, let me take you through the journals. Oh, I keep on calling them journals, my little tag book. So I'll put these 3 to one side. They all have a bulldog clip at the side with a ball chain, and then they have these little Tim Holtz tags. Some have rub-ons, some don't, like this one does. Some I've just used a piece of the paper from the kit, and they all have one of these little story sticks or word sticks at the side. So you can see I've used some rub-ons. This is the tag in the front pocket, and that's the back. And then going inside, let me pop that one back in. And then going inside, this has one of the Ranger index clips at the side. I'm just going to pull the camera down a little bit. Might help you to see a bit better. That has a little clip at the side. There's a tag at the top, and then just some additional paper added on. And then I've just done a little journaling spot there that clips onto the index clip. There's a little bit of collaging down in this bottom corner here. And I've just used a ticket from the kit. Side tuck pocket there with a tag. Everything's stitched and inked. Some have got book pages on the back, some are left plain. Just depends on what my mood was. Most of the tags have been backed. I think there's a couple that haven't been backed with paper from either from the paper collection, or I've used this, I call it faux tea stain paper or coffee stained paper, which was part of the Digi kit from Chapter 1, the Shabby Florals kit that I mentioned in a previous video. I absolutely love this, and it's kind of my go-to if I need something really light for a backing for a page or a tag. So that goes in there. Then there is a little side tuck here. So effectively all I've done is I've backed 2 tags together, and that's paper from the kit. I've done messy stitching all round, and I really did bite the bullet, and I've managed to leave some tails. I did really try and embrace grungy, so this is it was a good challenge for me. Bit of collaging here with some washi and book pages. I've used a little piece of a tag here with some washi behind, a little bingo card there. Torn edges everywhere. There's a tag there with a bit of washi around the top, and remnant rubs there for interest. And then there's a tag here, which is a little tuck spot if you want to use it. And then I've used an image from part of the paper and just collaged behind it and stitched it, and that goes in there. Then this is a double side tuck, so you can tuck behind there or behind the vellum that's backing it. And then this again is some more paper from the kit and backed with a Chapter 1 faux tea stain paper. I mean, this paper is just to die for. Just the colours and just the hint of images, just absolutely gorgeous. As I say, when I saw this paper collection, I couldn't resist it. I bought one pack of it to make these tag books because they were perfect for what I had in mind, and I was so inspired to play with it. And I knew as soon as I started using it, I wanted more. So I went out and bought a second pack. And as I say, I only have one page left from the second kit. And I think I'm going to buy another one. I can't resist it. It's just beautiful. Here I've just made another tag. Used Ranger film strip with some remnant rubs on. Cut out a couple of little tags at the top here. And again, more remnant rubs, and then a bit of collaging in the bottom corner there with some drywall tape. Another bottom corner tuck there, and again, and I've used one of the tabs in the kit as well, just over the top of that tag to add a bit of interest. There's a side pocket here, and again, more paper from the kit. I mean, I could have backed those with tea stained paper, but these are more lookbooks than anything. It's a little notebook or a journaling spot here in a corner tuck up there. And as you can see, I've stitched round the edges where I've just torn them. Here is a vellum belly band. Inked the edges, rough torn, and then I've used a couple of banners stitched together and some film strip on the top just for an additional tuck spot if I wanted to use it, and then just made a tag. And I've left it this way round really so that it matched that, but equally you could leave it that way round if you preferred. You could tuck it under the banner, or as I've done, put it behind the vellum belly band there. And then on the back, just a little bit of collaging and washi, and I put another tag there with some stickers on, and again another little journaling spot there. Made a little envelope, put some washi on it, and this is a label from My Porch Print. I think they're called industrial labels. Just one I had lying around on my desk that seemed to fit the bill. And then again, this is from My Porch Prints. I just put a little tab on the back, and I've used that to put my flap of my envelope in. And then just this tiny little piece of paper left over from the kit. I just love this colour blue. Oh, and there's the name of the paper again, Beauty Restless. Just like the way that popped through. So this one, as I say, is not for sale. This little one is my treat to myself. So I can't. There we go. They don't need holding closed with these bulldog clips, but I just fancy doing that. So let me take you through this one. This one is called Travel, and I've used some Ranger crackle paste on this one in one or two places. As you can see, it's just catching the light there where the crackles and crevices are. Some layering here, and then a tag with a typewriter key image there, and then just backed with some paper. This one is slightly different because you'll see that this paper is slightly different from this paper. This is some paper that I created myself, and then decided that I liked it, so I was going to print it. So this is a computer print of some of my paper that I've inked, and I just thought it went well with the kit, so decided to use it. Over the page there's a couple of loose oval tags there through an eyelet. Then there's a little tuck spot here. This one again has got the 3 tape binding, and this is what I've done on every page for these journals, because I just think it gives a much more sturdier, secure binding or finish to these tag books. So this was one of the Ranger little playing cards from a Ranger ephemera pack, and I've just used it and backed it onto some of the paper. I've used twine in this one to do the tags. There's a little tuck spot here, and then this is just a Ranger ephemera piece. Again, loose ends on this one. There's a pocket down the bottom here with a couple of little tags in it, and then there's a little bit of collaging just down here. I'll bring that up. There we go. And a couple of little Ranger ephemera pieces just tucked in this pocket here, or tuck spot. Corner tuck spot down here, and you can put something behind that little tag here if you wanted to make a tuck spot. I haven't, but you could do. And then this is just a little journaling spot over the page. Tag used as a tuck spot, and then another card, journaling card there. And I've just stitched down the middle just for some interest, really. This is something I've never tried before. I have seen it oodles of times and never done it myself, and that's to use a couple of staples to hold something in place. So for me, that was really out of my comfort zone, doing something like that to make it appear even more grungy. So I'm quite pleased I've actually managed to get around to doing that. It's daft. I just have this compulsion to be neat all the time, so it's really difficult to just use a stapler. It feels kind of naughty. I shouldn't be doing it. So a tiny little tag. These are a tuck spot, obviously. And then over the page, some collaging in the corner, some drywall tape, some gauze, all tea stained. There's a label, a little butterfly, and some text there. Tag in that pocket, and you could tuck something behind the wings actually, because it's sewn there and then glued here, so it would make a perfect little tuck spot in behind there if you wanted to tuck something in there, or not, as the case may be. So that goes in that corner there. Oh, up here, that's another corner tuck spot if you wanted to use that, like so. And tuck those wings in. And then this is a vellum pocket with some layering, a couple of eyelets, and I've just tied some of the twine through just to do something for interest. There's a tag here, and again I've used some crackle medium on it. This is part of a French vintage document. And then a couple of banner tags to make a tuck spot with some layered paper, and then some more Ranger ephemera. Now this paper, as I said, it looks textured. If I hold it up close, you might be able to see on the camera, but it actually isn't. It's smooth, so it's that's just how it's printed. Originally it was textured, but I quite like how it turned out actually, so I'm quite pleased with that. And then going over the page onto the back is a Ranger piece of ephemera there, and then some of these transparent alphabet and number cards that Ranger do. If you've seen my fabulous folio that I made a couple of months back, I popped quite a few of those in each of the folios for interest. And then another envelope which I've put a little tab on the bottom there, and it's just holding that in place. And again, there's a couple of little ephemera pieces inside. I'm not sure I'd be able to get them out with my fingers, but there are a couple of little ephemera pieces inside. So that's that little one. And that one, again, as I said, is called Travel. And then we have this one. This one is just numbered, so it's number 247, this one. And this one is made completely using the beautiful Restless paper kit. So there's another side tuck there, and that's the tag that goes in that one. We take the clip off it, and that's the first page, another tag. Bottom pocket down here, banner tuck spot there, and then just a tag popped underneath. This is the tag that goes in that side pocket, and it's a butterfly, and I've just put a pen nib on it. That's the card. Oh, and this is a tuck spot down here, this little piece of layering. So that's a tuck spot as well. And again, it's drywall tape and some industrial labels from my Porch Print kit. A corner tuck spot there. And this is my tag. Just a couple of eyelets and some layering at the side for interest. This is the envelope. Again, some washi, and I've put some of my own computer generated and printed vellum on it. And that's my envelope. Nothing inside this one. And there's a bottom tuck spot at the bottom there. Along the bottom. It just fits in nicely. Over the page, a side tuck. Image from the kit and some book pages. A label. This was an old letter that came in the post this week, and I decided to use the paper from the envelope. And this is it Dutch or German? No, that's German book page, vintage book page on that one. Another side tuck on this side, and this is the tag. It's got twisted round. This is some of my French linen, vintage French linen thread that I sell in my Etsy shop. So I decided to use some as a tie. There's another butterfly on this one. It's dimensionalised, it's been stitched, and it's on some gauze with some book page behind it. Over the page, vellum pocket at the bottom with a little bit of layering with some washi. And this is the tag on this one. Another one of these old-fashioned typewriter key emblems. And here, if you watched my video of the accordion fold collage book, then I computer generated these numbers onto vellum and used them, and I had some pages left over, so I decided I would use one to make a belly band in here. And again, I've put a butterfly on it and dimensionalised it, and then this is the tag that goes inside. And as I say, the image is just gorgeous on both sides, so you can put whatever side you want to the top, but I chose the grey so that it would match in with the other side. Over the page, love this image, and I decided to put this little flip book in there so that it would marry in with that. There is a back pocket in here, and then this just comes out, and it's just a little booklet with a tag that's tied on at the top through an eyelet, a couple in that little tuck spot down there, and then 3 just sitting in this little side tuck there, and then that's the back. So as I say, that just goes in this end pocket there and flips over. And then on the back there's just another image of a butterfly and some drywall tape that's been dyed. So this one is number 247. Okay, so that's that one. Just catch that one. There we go. And then the last one is this one, and it's called Noted. So this one I've used the French vintage French linen thread. Again, a side tuck pocket at the front, one of the tags or tickets from the kit, and I've used paper and vellum for my front pocket on this one. Going inside, there is a side tuck spot here, and again I've used the crackle medium on this one with some drywall tape, and it's a banner tag. Here I've just done a collage. It's not a pocket, just a collage using a ticket from the kit and some paper from an envelope and some book text. Going over the page, this is just a vellum flap, which when you lift up, I've just collaged various pieces from the kit all together and stitched it, and then created a tiny little tuck spot down in here for a tag. Side tuck pocket here, and again crackle medium there. There's a end pocket here with another tag in it. And then a belly band here, just with some inked vellum. Another little envelope held close with a Tim Holtz paper clip. I just adore these little paper clips. They're just the perfect size for little journals, I always think. So we've got a tag here acting as a side tuck, and I've just layered it up and put a label on top and stitched around it. Excuse me. And this is the tag with a little baby tag at the top. Just love the colours in this this paper, just so gorgeous. Another side pocket here. This is just collaging down in this bottom corner, or layering. There's a top tuck spot there, and then this tag which I've just stitched down from the paper line, and I've done another vellum belly band and put some of the gorgeous script behind it. And then there's a vellum pocket down at the bottom, and I loved this page, and I just wanted to use this little tag to mimic what was on the main page. And then there's a top tuck spot here with another tag, or a journaling spot. That's the back. And in the end, whoops, there we go, one more page. Here I've used some Dutch book page and stamped it. Used some of the Ranger film strip, and used, I think these are called index clip. I've used an index clip to hold this one in place. A couple of little tiny tags at the top saying "Be still and breathe," and a little bit of book page up there from over the page. Just have to turn this slightly sideways for me to get at this. And as you can see, there is a pocket in the back, and there's just this journaling card that tucks into this back pocket, like so. So there we have it, everybody. Thank you so much for letting me share these grungy books with you, or grungy tag books with you. As I said, I loved making them. I had an absolute ball making them. I love making all my journals, but I have to say I really get inspired by using lovely papers, and this was beautiful paper to use and to play with. and I don't think I'll be able to help myself from buying some more of it. I know, it's fatal, isn't it? I try not to hoard my stuff, but if I don't hoard it, then I end up using it, and then I go out and buy some more, which is nonsense. Anyway, thank you so much for letting me share these with you. As I say, as soon as I finish this other one, I will share this with you too. I'm not quite sure, as I say, how this one is going to come out, but we shall see. We can live and learn with it, if nothing else. So thanks so much, everybody. Have a fantastic weekend. We're almost there, so I hope you find time to have a bit of a play and have some time to yourselves for crafting. Take care, everybody. Bye now. Bye.